Hey guys, so in today's show, we're talking about the pilot of The Flash on the CW. Tuesday night. This is very exciting. This has been a very cool year of superhero TV shows. We already had Gotham. We have The Flash coming up right now. We have Constantine a little later. Peggy Carter is going to show up. It's been really cool, and I expect it to get even cooler. Now, I think it's really cool DC decided to do The Flash, especially since in the 90s they tried The Flash. It didn't quite work. I watched it, by the way, guys. I watched it. I just want to let everyone know. And I know because I know who John Wesley Shipp is, who's playing his father in it, because he was the OG Flash, all right? Can we all just take a moment to respect John Wesley Shipp? Okay, that's good. The pilot of The Flash I thought was actually really good. First off, they made the best decision by getting David Nutter. Now, David Nutter is the undisputed king of superhero pilots, okay? The dude did the pilot for Dark Angel, he did the pilot for Smallville, he did the pilot for Arrow. I mean, when there is a superhero pilot to be done, David Nutter directs it, and you know what? He directed the hell out of this pilot. So we start with the show, and we have Barry Allen, who's an assistant CSI. And we find out pretty early on that he's actually been raised by Detective West, and Iris West, who of course is his main squeeze in the comic books, was sort of his sister growing up because, sadly, his mom got killed when he was a little kid, and they put his father in prison for it. How could you do that to John Wesley Shipp? But what we have in this show is we have this young hero, right? This young guy, and he's a little different from Arrow, for sure. You get a guy who he's nerdy, and he's funny, but he's also sort of like, you know, not really have lucky with the ladies. He's just kind of a nerd, basically. So they do a really good job of introducing Barry. Now, there are a few cheesy moments in this show. I can't deny it. There are a few moments here and there where, like, he's trying to get, like, a perch snatcher. And it felt very silly and very kind of weird and stuff. But I think what's really great about the show, and I think the reason why it's going to work, is when it came to the superhero stuff, the show was great. After Barry gets his superpowers, after he can run faster than the speed of light, he's got some amazing stuff going on. There's some really great scenes that look really beautiful, and frankly, it's kind of amazing what they can do on TV now with the budgets that they have. Listen, this is the thing about the show, guys. I think that this is a great superhero show. I think that in some ways it's a lot better than Gotham only because it's a lot of fun. It certainly is more like Smallville than Arrow. It's really exciting that, you know, Barry Allen got to show up in Arrow first, so we know they're in the same universe. We know there's going to be crossover, and we know some of the villains are going to show up in Arrow first and then end up in The Flash. So it's really great that these characters live in the same place, but it's a very different show. I mean, there were some really generally funny moments. I think that Barry Allen is just more likable than Oliver Queen. Oliver Queen, he's got to be like Batman in Arrow. He's got to be all dark and broody and life sucks and everything. And it's funny because in a way, Barry Allen almost has it worse. I mean, his mom's dead. No one believes him. He's like the crazy kid that no one believes what happened. And his dad's in prison for a crime he didn't commit. But he's still like full of life, and he's still like a good guy. And not only that, I'm excited for the other villains. I mean, Grodd's going to be amazing when they finally do that. Captain Cold, we already know Wentworth Miller's going to be in it. We know Heatwave, Dominic Purcell's going to be in it. There's going to be a lot of great villains from the DC Universe showing up in here, and the crossover stuff with Arrow is going to be great. But that being said, I haven't given away too much for the Arrow pilot, and I think that's a good thing, because I think, honestly, you guys should watch it. I think if you like Smallville, you'll like it a lot. I think if you like Arrow, you'll like it a lot, too. So, a few cheesy moments aside, and you're going to have that with any kind of fun superhero thing, it is ultimately funny. It's got some amazing special effects, and I'm really excited to see where they take the story. I mean, The Flash is really cool because The Flash doesn't just run fast. You know, The Flash can go through time. The Flash can run through dimensions. There's lots of stuff The Flash can do. I mean, he has villains that are from the future. There's a lot of stuff you can do that you couldn't do on Arrow, even though they're in the same world, because Arrow is a little too grounded. And I think that's what's so exciting about The Flash. And there's an amazing last scene that I'm not going to give away, but you have to watch the whole thing. It's so good. If you're not watching The Flash, I don't know what your problem is. I want to know what you guys think after you watch The Flash. Tell me, did you love it? Did you hate it? Do you think I'm stupid? Do you think I should cut my hair? I don't care. I'm not going to cut my hair. Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching. Check out all the cool stuff we have here on CineFix, and I'm going to go run really fast.
That is actually pretty slow.